He cursed his own team for a century, all because of a bonus he felt he'd earned by conquering Europe twice. He was so angry that he cursed his team to never win a European Cup again. A Holocaust survivor from Hungary, Béla Guttmann, was recruited by Benfica's visionary president, Mauricio Vieira de Brito. It was a bold move. Guttmann had just humiliated Benfica, leading FC Porto to a miraculous 5-point comeback to snatch the Portuguese championship. He arrived in Lisbon in 1959 with cold, ruthless efficiency. Guttmann's first action at Benfica was a total restructuring of the squad. He dismissed 20 established players in a single day, prioritizing youth and mobility over reputation. He was an advocate for the 4-2-4 system, a formation he had helped popularize during a stint in Brazil. The system emphasized high-speed transitions and a four-man front line. It was a tactical departure for Portuguese football. It worked. He secured the league title immediately, and in 1961 he ended the Spanish stranglehold on Europe, defeating Barcelona to lift the European Cup. But Guttmann was never satisfied. In 1960, he had already set a secret plan in motion. Following a whisper from a Lisbon barbershop, he orchestrated the clandestine hiring of a young genius from Mozambique, Eusébio. He hid the boy in a hotel under a fake name to keep him from rivals. By 1962, the masterpiece was complete. With Eusébio unleashed, Benfica destroyed the invincible Real Madrid 5-3 to retain their crown. Eusébio scored the final 2 winning goals. Guttmann was the most powerful man in football. Eusébio went on to redefine the standard of the European striker, becoming the ultimate proof of Guttmann's scouting and tactical vision. Known as O Pantera Negra, he recorded a scoring rate of nearly a goal per game over 15 years at Benfica, totaling 473 goals in 440 competitive matches. His influence extended beyond the club level. In 1965, he became the first Portuguese player to win the Ballon d'Or, and a year later he finished as the top scorer of the 1966 World Cup with 9 goals. Despite constant interest from the wealthiest clubs in Italy and Spain, the Portuguese government declared him a national treasure, effectively barring his transfer and ensuring that the peak of his career remained tethered to the Estádio da Luz. Then came the feud. When Guttmann asked for an extra bonus, the directors refused. They believed the club made the man. Guttmann knew the man made the club. He walked out, leaving a parting curse that chilled the boardroom. Not in 100 years from now will Benfica ever be European champion again. The math is haunting. 8 European finals since that day. 8 losses. 1963 versus AC Milan, 1965 versus Inter Milan, 1968 versus Manchester United, 1983 versus Anderlecht, 1988 versus PSV Eindhoven, 1990 versus AC Milan, 2013 versus Chelsea, 2014 versus Sevilla. In 1990, the final returned to Vienna, the city where Guttmann is buried. Desperate to end the drought, the legendary Eusébio went to Guttmann's grave alone. No cameras, just a legend weeping in the soil, praying for forgiveness. Benfica lost 1-0, but the curse cut both ways. The decline, however, was not exclusive to the club. Guttmann's career never regained its previous trajectory. He managed 9 more clubs over the next 2 decades, including stints in Switzerland, Austria and Greece. In 1965, he returned to Benfica for a single season. But the tactical edge had dulled, and the internal discipline had eroded. He left again within a year. Guttmann spent his final years in Vienna, the city of his burial. He had been a pioneer of the 4-2-4 and the man who brought Eusébio to Europe, but his post-1962 career was a series of short, unsuccessful tenures. He established the foundation of Benfica's modern identity, yet remained a permanent outsider to it.